And welcome to my channel, or back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about what you can do with a channel when you don't want to run a channel, or if you do run a channel, how something very specific can benefit you. If you don't have a channel, you set up a channel on YouTube so that you can comment on videos. Now, if you just have an account, you can't comment. You can like, subscribe, but you can't comment. So if you want to comment, you want to set up a channel. But what is another reason you should set up a channel? And I'm going to tell you what that is right now. You set up a channel, not for public access, but just for yourself. So you could put up family photos or videos and only make them, private, or only accessible to people that you know. But there's another reason for it that you could use this for. Set up a channel, make some folders or some playlists, and walk around your apartment. If you're a renter, walk around your apartment, take videos. We're all taking videos these days, right? Take a video and then upload it to YouTube and make it private. Don't show it to anybody. It doesn't need to be seen by anybody but yourself. And then when you do that, you can do that every year or every couple months. Walk around your apartment, look at the ceilings, look at the things that the maintenance people may or may not have done, or things that just happened that you didn't do, normal wear and tear. Because apartment complexes that are owned by these big companies, boy, and small and individuals too, they tend to always throw at you normal wear and tears. Beyond normal wear and tear, you don't get your security deposit back with a bunch of stuff. So you have a video, you put it up on YouTube, just for a backup. And you do that, and if you're ever in that position where you need to prove something, you can prove it, and prove it beyond any shadow of a doubt. Because some people, when you take them to court, or they take you to court, landlords will say that you altered the photo, that you changed the date on it, you took a picture at a later time, or it's somebody else's apartment, and you can only see the picture of this specific thing, and that's not my place. Take the video, walk around, zoom in, zoom out, show the deterioration or whatever issues as they happen. For example, my bedroom, which you can see, is a bit blurred in the back. Now let me show you what it is without the blur. And I know the exact date when this issue happened. You see, there was water damage. What happened was the soffits, the ventilation outside of the attic of the apartment building, were not maintained properly, and they blocked up. And this caused snow and ice to build up inside the attic. And so all the heat rising from all the apartments during the winter melted that, and then it broke through in the apartment above mine and rained down a flood, because it broke the whole building, but it broke in one spot, and it came out that one spot, all of it, and just flooded the place upstairs, which flooded us down here. Began to rain. And that was on February 15th of 2015. Snow and ice in the building attic above melted and broke through releasing a flood of water into the unit above, which cascaded into our apartment. This event soaked walls, furniture, beds, and damaged some artwork, leaving lasting effects on the unit's interior. It streaked the walls in the bedroom where smoking was allowed, because I only smoked in one room in the entire house, which is still evident today. And I asked for remediation to have them fix this issue, but they didn't do it. What they did was replace the carpet, put up fans to dry the floors, and put down new carpet in the areas that were affected, and that was it. That high humidity stayed in the house for a very long time because the walls were soaked and everything else, so they did no remediation. And after many requests, so that's absorbed, not only streaked, but it caused the smoking to absorb into the walls even worse. You can't imagine I'd lived like this in this room for all those years, but it wasn't my job to strip and paint the walls, and it also wasn't my right to do that. It's not my property. I can't do that. I can't paint or whatever. But I'm coming out of pocket for all this anyway, because a lot of the things that got damaged, you don't want to. They're not paying for it. You have to file your home renter's insurance, which causes your renter's insurance to go up. So I dealt with whatever I did, and then over the years, every time the main line, water line outside, exit line, got blocked up because people were flushing things they shouldn't flush, it backed up first into my apartment in the bathrooms, and also through the HVAC system. The HVAC line would fill up the sink, go into the dishwasher, and shoot out in the hall. And so I had my hallway carpet replaced, the floor dried with big fans in the way for days, and new carpet. In fact, my carpet in my hall is a different kind of carpet than the rest of the house, because they ran out of it the same time eventually. But this happened at least 2 times a year, which means I had to put down all my towels to soak up in both bathrooms, and soak up everything. And then I had to twist them all out and let them dry outside for a while, because you can't wash waterlogged towel. It'll never dry in the dryer. They will never wash in the washer because they're too heavy, full of water, and you can't clean it. So I got to do all that and pay for that at my own expense. So I had a guy, they're forcing us to move from our apartment because they want to renovate not just my apartment, but other people's apartments. I've been here 13 years. There's a maintenance guy that's been here 3 years. He's moved in 3 years ago. They're making him move too, so they can renovate his apartment to do some desired structural changes, which aren't really structural. But they did a walkthrough of my apartment, which they're going to do after we move out too. But the management came through, the manager, a service manager came through and looked through the house. Everything's fine. Came into the room and looked at the walls in my room and said, well, we may have to, maybe get charged for the extra work here because this is beyond anything. And I tried to explain to him the history of this, and he said, well, I'm just telling you might get charged for this. And so, but the fun part about that, for me at least, is I've documented everything. I've taken pictures, but I also took videos. And I have videos of me in this room 10 years ago in this exact spot, and you could see what's behind me 10 years ago. It hasn't changed. It's been looking like this for 10 years. And so now you know why I blur my walls, my background a little bit. But I have proof. And that's what you can do. You can take your proofs, keep them up on YouTube. Don't make a channel for the public, make a channel for yourself. You don't have to have them public. You're not getting charged for it, for them to store it. Keep that on there. And then if you ever have an issue, or you have an issue with a neighbor, or anything like that, put them up private. You don't have to make a big deal about it and promote it to the world. Keep it there for your evidence, because you might be able, even AI might be able to modify a photograph to make it look like it was taken 10 years ago, put a date on it. Or it could change a video date or something on a video that you have. But when you upload to YouTube, it shows the upload date, and that can't be messed with. The date it's uploaded is the date it's been there since a year ago, 2 years ago, 10 years ago. And that's the greatest thing in the world. In this modern age, we need to protect ourselves from money-hungry landlords and other people. Put up your proofs. If you need to prove something later down the line, or you might need to prove something, make a simple walkthrough video, put it up. That's all I have to say today. Take care, and I'll talk to you again at another time.